say remix.
What's going on, people? Welcome to United View and welcome to a little bit of Manchester United news, a little bit of Manchester United catch up with Scott from 90 Minutes. Manchester United fan, how you doing, bro?
Better.
We got that better than the 90 Minutes one. Go check out the video we done earlier. Well, actually, no, it was on this channel actually, but you would have seen it by now. Horrible handshake, but we corrected it. But you know what? Obviously, with being out here, it's all international centric. We're following our respective teams and all the others. It's tiring. And you kind of think that maybe Man United news will be a bit quiet. There won't be much going on. Since we've been out here, bro, it's been an absolute madness with Ronaldo leaving the football club, the Glazers putting the club up for sale, Cody Gakpo, January, potentially, Christian Pulisic available. It's insane. So let's just have a little bit of a Man United catch-up, actually. Where do you want to start? The mic's yours. How you feeling?
I can't believe it. Like, the thing we've been waiting for 17 years has come out when I'm not even thinking about Man United at all. It took me so much by surprise. But in my downtime, I've been thinking, when I've not been so busy, like, going around to matches and all this kind of stuff, I've been thinking, we might be back. I can't believe it. Been waiting all this time. It might take a while.
Yeah.
You know, it really depends on who the new owner is, if the club actually
do they even sell it, all of it, or do they do the part investment?
I know. To me, the fact that they put sale in the statement is a big thing. Yeah. And I think, ideally, there's probably enough interest out there from a consortium or from a party that can put the money up to take United over. There's questions, obviously, about what kind of owners United will get.
How important is that for you? Because
I think it is.
As Man United fans, we've obviously, we laugh at City, you bought it all. We laugh at Chelsea, Russian money or whatever. Now it's American money, whatever. You know, you look at Newcastle, same thing. But we pride ourselves on, not that, even though we've hated the Glazers for a long time. How important is it for us to get the right owners, and what type do you think they should be?
I don't think the Glazers will care.
No, they'll sell it to whoever offers the most.
I don't think they'll care. They'll sell it to whoever offers the most. But I think it is very important for United fans that they do have an owner that they can trust and knows that they have the best interests of the club at heart, because at the end of the day, United don't need the funding that Newcastle and Man City have got. They're rich enough as it is to be able to compete. They just need an owner that is not going to focus on draining the club's facilities and resources, putting the club first and just getting by, because I think United they're still the biggest club in the world. You can see it now, right? I read a piece this morning. Who would United and Liverpool are up for sale at the same time, right? Who's the more appealing club? I think it was on The Athletic. It's pretty much categorically like put down. It's United.
Yeah.
So, United are there. They just need to be run with the best interest of the club at heart. And I'm just hopeful. I don't know how long it'll take, but Jim Ratcliffe is the one, isn't he? He's the one.
Yeah, Man United fan, and that's the one that you'd assume he'd put the club first and have all those, things in his mind that he would have for us. And I saw the reports that he doesn't want to buy Liverpool because he really wants to put a bid in for Manchester United.
What I will say is that I've actually forgot my point.
There's not going to be any cuts. You better remember it, or I'll move on, and you can.
It'll come to me. It'll come to me, and move on.
What I will say is, it's actually gone. I can't remember it. Let's move on.
I've not enough sleep here.
Let's move on to the Ronaldo situation. Actually, no, he's not our player anymore. So I don't want to spend too long on this. I just want to get your thoughts about how you felt when that happened, but more importantly, what we do now, because there's a void there, and how important is it into January. So your segue of how you felt about Ronaldo leaving versus, where we're at now and what that means.
Ultimately, it's a shame that it's happened, but after the interview, you can't do anything else. Yeah. You have to make that decision. I was actually impressed that the club did it relatively quickly. I thought they'll drag this out beyond the World Cup, and then we'll be like, oh, look, Ronaldo's banging in goals with the World Cup. United should keep him. But they did the right thing. And even if he goes on to have a great World Cup, if he wins it with Portugal, the questions will be, why didn't you keep Ronaldo?
They should never be that, regardless of what happens. Yeah.
But they did the right thing. They did it quickly. And I felt at the end of the day that it was the right decision to make. It's a shame that it's come to that, but it's the right decision for club, for player, for everyone. And now I can look at Ronaldo and think, right, water under the bridge, you're done.
Go and do your thing.
Do the best.
Yeah, I agree. And there's been a lot of talk about Cody Gakpo. He was asked in press conferences, about rumours. He said it's nice to hear, I'm focused on this. We know the interest is there. We know directly from the club that the interest was there in the summer. and we know that it was close. But we spent a lot of money in that, overspent according to the board, which is funny. But now we've freed up a hell of a lot of money by Ronaldo going just by letting him leave, not in the transfer fee, just his wages alone. Is it essential that we go for Gakpo now, or is it essential that we just go for someone?
I think he's a great option to get. Eric Ten Hag has wanted him in the summer.
Exactly.
I thought they probably would end up getting him at some point as well. What might work in Ten Hag's favour, and people might say, why would the Glazers want to invest or want to put money towards a transfer in January to replace Ronaldo when they're going to sell the club anyway? Ultimately, if you're not getting the Champions League, they're a much more appealing sale, And I think what Eric Ten Hag has done with the transfers that he's made so far, he's proven with pretty much every signing that he's made that he has good judgment.
Absolutely.
And that it works. So I think you put trust in him. His price might be a little bit inflated.
Compared to more than the 35 it was before, or 40.
We'll see. But PSV, they need to raise money. So I think it might be a simple-ish one to do. I think United are probably right at the front of the queue to get a player like that as well. So, I'm for it. You've seen what he can do at the World Cup, and that is the most ridiculous finish.
That is a crazy thing, isn't it? And that's that 3-2. Oh, so sad. It was a crazy finish.
Yeah, I think he's a good player to have. He's really blowing up at the World Cup, and I think United will benefit strongly from it. Because you can remember as well, with Ronaldo gone, the players can now focus on
it's a whole different vibe.
It's a different season. Completely.
People underestimate that. I feel like, because you get people who adamantly back Ronaldo, Man United fans, who even through this whole thing were like, he's a hero. Yeah. He's speaking out against the club. This is what we always wanted. Now we want to get rid of him. No. This is just my personal opinion. I think that's nonsense, personally. It's not Ronaldo, which even people on this channel, everyone's got their opinion. And so, it's a goal. It is a goal. Some people think, he's done it. But I just feel like everything he did was for himself to be able to get out of the club. However, all the things that he said were true. We knew that as Man United fans. We know the facilities are poor. We know the stadium is licking down and rebuilding or renovating, whatever. But I feel like we underestimate the presence that he has. Whilst they learn from him and they're inspired by him, just having him around and what comes with Ronaldo, it changes. I think you see a different Bruno. Yeah. I think you see other younger players who, when they're playing with him, you naturally look towards him and try and play through him or to him. It does change. And now Eric Ten Hag is completely left with players who are committed to being there.
That's great.
Like what Arteta was trying to build.
It's great. It's great for United, to be fair. But they do have a hole in that team now.
It needs filling.
And it does need filling. I know that probably the striker that they want, maybe I'll name Victor Osimhen, for example. We know that there's interest there. They're not going to be able to get him in January. So do they wait to the summer? But I don't think they can. I don't think they can afford
That's what I was going to say. Does top four depend on filling this void? Because, if Martial obviously is back fit again now, touch everything that it stays like that. But we know we can't rely on him. Yeah. Does top four completely rely on that?
I don't know. I can't even remember where we are on the table. We fifth, right?
Fifth, yeah.
Fifth like that or something like that. I just think someone like Gakpo is a great option to go for in January. And I think he will fit the system no matter what. I think he's a good option to have. He's flexible. He can play up front. He can play left.
No way.
This game is mad.
Wow, they want offside again, but it's cheaper motor and he scored. I don't know why I'm doing this running commentary because I don't even know when this video is going to come out. It's going to be so irrelevant, but he has scored as well. It's 3-3. Wow, what a game. Do you know what the worst thing is? I was supposed to go to this game earlier and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, top four. Anyway,
sorry.
We're trying.
This is what the World Cup is.
Yeah. The World Cup's going on all around us and it's just crazy. But United have, they have business to do. Top four, I think, there's a lot of teams in there. Liverpool are coming back strong. So they need to invest. They need to get a striker. They need to just go for it. And at the end of the day, if they're getting the Champions League and the sale is done before the end of the season, which I don't think it will be, by the way.
It'll take a while.
The best bet the Glazers have of maximising the club's value is to have a Champions League club.
Yeah. And lastly, Christian Pulisic, interested?
He's been good at the World Cup.
He's always good for USA.
He is. I don't think it's what United need, to be honest. I think the amount of left wingers that United have, he's been good in the 10. We don't need another 10 either. No. I think not for me.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, great talking to
I
us.
take him. I
Yeah.
take him.
But it's not the one. Maybe a short-term loan if Gakpo couldn't get him all. But like you said, he can't play as a 9, and that's our problem. We need another striker. Otherwise, it's going to have to be Rashford who plays there, or etc. etc. Guys, make sure you guys check out 90 Minutes. They're always doing great stuff over there as well, and we've got a video over there as well. So make sure you guys go and check that out. The links will be in the video description below to links to 90 Minutes and Scott's at social media handles as well. We'll speak again soon. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let us know what you guys think about the owners, who we should be going for, and does it hinder our chances of top 4? How important is it? We're out of here, guys. Peace.